go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to the ground. Just keeps moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. On the move. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The give to the right. Fights off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Dances away to buy time. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hill. Check, check, check. You want to do everything everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
And the Hokies will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA. You know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment, and you're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking left. And that one's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Otm fires to the big fella. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Using his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Give to the back. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
And most of the time, you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. And he'll
in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense
Hits the afterburners. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knocked him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Catch in the middle. It's Hairston. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Otm Unloads to the right. Snagged on the outside, it's Matthews. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The DBs will back off a bit. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Touchdown, Hokies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That one comes out hot down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Smith. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Plows through the defense. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Makes the grab and tackled there by the defense.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop, as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They took a shot to the end zone. Found 6 points waiting on them. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point was good. They've got into a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Otm with the catch, it's Smith. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his man, it's Matthews. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Selden. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Otm finds a soft spot in the middle. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On third down, he drops to throw. On target to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Otm Vt. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
Power football with the run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Here's a throw downfield late. Finds a spot in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, with this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down in possession here late in the 4th quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.